AskReddit by Cal22 Dart. Those 40 plus, how does it compare to being in your 30s? On the positive side, the ability to not give a flying FCK increases, so aside from the funerals, divorces, random pains, and getting irritated about taxes, there's that. Honestly, my favorite part of being financially secure and having a reputation built in my profession is the option to be bluntly honest with stupid people around me. I'll give you a positive one since you're bound to get a lot of everything hurts now. I have found that it's far easier to not give a shit about others' opinions of you. I don't know what it is, but after a lifetime of am I cool, attractive, smart enough, it's a real relief to spend less time thinking about it. I'm just hitting 30, but I feel like I'm heading that way now. But I guess the side effect of that is I've become a lot less social. Like last time when I meet new people, I try to talk more, to get them to think I'm whatever image I want them to see. But now I don't really care. Like, of course there's the pleasantries and small talk, but if I feel like we may not share interests or are not on the same wavelength, I'll try to politely leave. I feel that's led to me not being as social anymore, but yeah, my interest in making new friends feels like it's plummeted in my late 20s. 46M. I am in the best shape of my life. Hitting the gym 5 times a week. Then I like to cycle or take my doodle for walks. I play video games or paint Warhammer minis at night, usually both. My kids are grown and gone. Neither want kids. Making more money than I ever have. Bought the nicest house and car I've ever owned. All in all, my 40s are kicking ass. P's got a pretty awesome shoe and comic book hobby. Married 25 years, just digging life. P's my wife calls me a high functioning man-child. This is my goal. Mentally, generally more excited because there is less responsibility because I'm now in the post-parenting phase of life, and I'm down to using 2 hands to count the years to retirement. Physically, have to go out on a Friday, preferably a long weekend as well, because I need the Saturday, Monday, to recover. A day with my nieces and nephews feels like I completed an Ironman triathlon. I can't sneak anywhere because everything cracks. And let me tell you about the deafening sound of silence, tinnitus. Overall though, definitely not as bleak an outlook on my life than the previous decade, because back then it was how I'm going to get through this, to today's holy shit, we did it. The tinnitus. More money, more confidence, still hot. Pay attention to your lower back, and work on core strength as much as you can as early as you can. Otherwise pretty similar, honestly. 40s have been the best decade yet. Why do I say that? A few reasons. You know yourself better than ever. You understand the importance of genuine friendship. You understand that you no longer need to be around toxic people or environments. You are hopefully in a comfortable career, so do not worry about money as much. You understand what you value the most in life. This is just me, so I understand others may be in a different situation. This mostly makes me feel good as a 30-year-old who has checked off all these with the exception of a career. About to take stab number 3 at it with my 31st birthday coming up next month. Here goes something. Lots of people in this thread need to hit the gym. Jesus. This is actually comforting to read, lol. I exercise regularly and hoping it pays off in my 40s. I don't want to be a life sucks now, I'm fat, depressed, and in pain type of person. Ever. 40 plus here. You'll get injury just by doing nothing. Mostly related to muscle. Gotta lift weights to keep muscle, be proactive instead of reactive. Finances are like actually solid. My 30s were awesome. My 40s are awesomer. I think it depends on your lifestyle. I'm single with no kids. I feel great. I have more money than ever, can do what I like, and don't worry as much about other people. People my age with kids seem a bit more undown lol. But also, you get random aches. It's a running joke, but you do wake up with back or neck pain from sleeping bad. Stay in shape. Keep the exercise up. I took up cycling in my 40s. I'm in my early 60s now, and other than a decline in stamina I'm pretty much as strong and comfortable in my body as I was in my 30s. For women, it's hormone change bullshit. Then you have to start yearly mammograms. Insurance doesn't like to cover all hormone therapies, so hopefully you can afford it. You're a different kind of tired all the time. I am quieter, having learned that my voice isn't needed everywhere. I am more resilient, having embraced patience and greater consideration. I am happier, and enjoy simplicity. I am more attractive. Oh, I don't mean you will think so, rather, I think so. I dress the way I choose, my hair, my jewelry, if I wear it, makeup or bare face, bra or not, footwear, are all chosen for me, thus my personal satisfaction is far higher. I am less entrenched in my opinions. I am not just willing, but interested in discovering perspectives I didn't or couldn't consider due to the natural limits of my life experience. I am able to simply enjoy my grown children, and I learn so much from them by recognizing that they are, at least, my equals. Once considered chores, I now enjoy caring for my home. Dusting, vacuuming, laundry, even dishes are a homey touchstone. Yeah, 61 is far better than 30 for me. Nothing hurts. It's a meme that Reddit likes to play. I feel the same as I did when I was in my early 30s. I don't understand why everyone has to use the tired old ideology here to get a few cheap laughs and upvotes. If you eat decently and exercise, you'll feel the same. 40 isn't some magical barrier that you cross over and everything falls apart. Stop being a piece of shit and you'll feel the same. I'm 42, will be 43 in a few weeks. Love this and gives me hope. I exercise regularly, eat clean, and prioritize my physical and mental health. Hoping it pays off. I feel good. Try to work out regularly in your 30s going into your 40s. It'll keep your energy up and your waistline down. Awesome. 30s was for finding and marrying the wife, popping out to kids and going through those first 5 exhausting years. 40s now are the kids old enough to not need private daycare, and they will bring us food when we are sick in bed. Adorable. Wish I hadn't gotten to this thread so late, but I'll leave my relationship advice here. 30s is the time for finding a wife if you plan on doing this. Dating in my 30s was amazing even though I was a single dad. When the GF let meet my son did leave, however, it hurt him badly, so I put off dating again until he was grown. It's tough to say it was a bad decision, but dating in your 40s is much worse than in your 30s. The selection is almost non-existent and most anyone left has an obvious reason why they're still single. Don't put it off if you can help it. So far my 40s are the best. I'm wiser, happier, and get way I more ass than ever before. IDK if I look better or it's because I have my shit together. Recently 40. I hurt. I look like my dad. I hurt even more because emotionally now. I also have had to give up so many youthful goals. Won't be having kids like I dreamed of in my 20s. Can you imagine being 50 with teenagers? Eck. Will probably die alone no matter what I do, so why bother with the pursuit of romance? Not that the dating scene at my age isn't complete trash. And yes, I'm also trash. I'm no hypocrite. I don't chat with 20-year-olds all that well anymore. There's just something between us, a barrier I can't describe. I look at my niece and nephew and see them as beautiful aliens who I have hopefully given better steps to than I was given. That's about it. Early 40s, a few things. Agree with not worrying about money as much. Elder relatives are starting to die en masse, including one of my parents. Chronic preventative health conditions that are borderline have now jumped over the border. Physically I feel fine and exercise a few days a week. Knees hurt more with running. I did sprain my ankle this summer and even about 5 months later it's not 100%. Granted it was a pretty severe sprain. Nuclear family is a lot of fun right now for the most part, with kids being active participants in decision making, choices, and starting to step more into that advisor parenting role. More and more don't give a fuck. I'm Gen X, almost 50, and party like I'm 20. How's your health like? Any white hair difference from 20s? Sagging skin wrinkles? 40s is really no different than 30s. Talk to me when you get to 60. Your metabolism starts to slow at 60, so no excuses when you're 40, except well for major illnesses that start to kick in like shingles for me during pandemic. Woo. You start to feel like the oldest one in a group more often, but that is okay.